It's crazy to be able to say that in 2013, The Rock became the WWE Champion. And it's equally as crazy to be able to say that in 2014, Brock Lesnar became the WWE Champion. Just two phrases that I don't think any wrestling fan thought they would be saying in the year 2013 and 2014. But nonetheless, today we're going to be talking about Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for the WWE Championship at Night of Champions and what I think might happen within that match. Now, starting off at SummerSlam, SummerSlam was a great match for many reasons and it told the story it needed to tell. It didn't need to be a wrestling match. A lot of people were kind of upset about that fact. It was a fight. It was a brawl. The two went out to beat each other's asses over the WWE Championship. Although it ended up only one really beat the other's ass, that's the story that match was meant to tell. It wasn't meant to be a wrestling match. And I've got a pretty strong feeling that the match at Night of Champions is going to go somewhat down the same lines. John Cena's going into Night of Champions looking for redemption. He's going in to beat the ass of Brock Lesnar. He wants to take out Brock Lesnar and get the WWE Championship back. Brock Lesnar is this guy John Cena considers to be a mercenary. He's a guy who just works for money. He has a match once in a while, and now he's got the WWE Championship, and he's going to do everything in his power to get the WWE Championship back. Now, this to me is very similar to a storyline we recently saw from 2012 to 2013, John Cena versus The Rock. But it seems to me that they're going to try and fit a storyline they did in a year into a month. And if that's the case, I really, really do not want to see that outcome at Night of Champions. John Cena lost to The Rock in 2012, and it took him a year of struggling and fighting to come back and finally beat him at next year's WrestleMania. A full year it took him. Not only that, but the first match that he had with The Rock was pretty even. It was even-sided. It wasn't one-sided like the Brock Lesnar versus John Cena match. Both men got offense. Both men showed what they had to offer. And it just came down to The Rock was the better man on that night. A year went by, John Cena came back, and he was finally able to beat The Rock a year later. That isn't the case with Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. The match was completely one-sided. I think John Cena all in all maybe got, he got an AA in, an STF in, and a few strikes, a few punches. That's pretty much all he got in. Realistically and logically speaking, are you trying to tell me that John Cena is going to go from this guy who got 5 moves in tops to the guy who's going to beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship? It just doesn't really make sense. John Cena is the guy who never gives up. John Cena is the guy who lives to fight another day. He rises above hate. He rises above all expectations. He rises to the call of duty. But for him to go, like I said, from the guy who hit 5 moves to the guy who's going to beat Brock Lesnar, realistically, for a realistic product, it just doesn't really make sense in my eyes. Yes, he's going to go into that match and have a much better showing than he did at SummerSlam. He's going to get more than 5 moves in. I expect him to German suplex Brock Lesnar a bunch of times. I expect him to come close to winning the WWE Championship at one point during that match. But like I said, for him to go from the beating he took at SummerSlam to winning the title against the guy who gave him that same beating, realistically, it just doesn't really make that much sense to me. But the lingering question over my mind and over this match is, if John Cena isn't the one who's going to beat Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions, then who is going to be the one to beat Brock Lesnar after Night of Champions? Nowadays, WWE doesn't plan all that far in advance in terms of storylines and what they want to do with certain angles and whatnot, but they must have some vague idea if they don't have John Cena winning the title at Night of Champions, who they actually want to take the title from Brock Lesnar from, because the odds of him holding the title from now until something like the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania are very, very slim. Another thing that really needs to be taken into account when looking at the WWE Championship picture is that the pay-per-view after Night of Champions is Hell in a Cell, so only particular stars are going to go into the Hell in a Cell match. What match do you really see main event in Hell in a Cell? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus John Cena one more time. But Hell in a Cell is another bridge that will cross over when we get to it. However, for Night of Champions, the guy who I think is going to walk out with the WWE Championship after this match is Brock Lesnar. Please be sure to let me know in the comment section down below who do you think is going to win this match between Brock Lesnar and John Cena. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with more WWE videos. Again guys, it's been Cameron Bash, and I'm out. Peace. Thank you for watching.